What's up everybody? My name is Robert Rushing with MPH Club and we're back with another review. Today we're at the SLS in South Beach, which is another one of MPH Club's many locations. So if you're staying at the hotel, you can pick up or drop off vehicles with these. Today we have the Lamborghini Urus, which is not Lamborghini's first SUV, but it might be the first super SUV ever produced. This car has incredible features, puts out crazy stats, and today we're gonna take it on the road, tell you what some of the options are and how we feel about it, and show you how much fun you could have when you rent the Lamborghini Urus. Let's go. Okay guys, we've taken the Urus to Miami Beach to talk a little bit about the design. Found throughout all Lamborghini models is the same geometrical shaping, and the Urus is no different. You're gonna find a lot of similarities to the Aventador and the Huracan found throughout this, like specifically the front bumper and the body lines. So a lot of people were skeptical when Lamborghini announced they're gonna be creating an SUV, but they've somehow magically kept the aggressiveness of their previous models and put it into something truly special.
About right now, the uninitiated have a tendency to soil themselves.
Moving on to the side of the vehicle, you're gonna see these gorgeous lines kind of follow all the way through the car to the back quarter panel where they're met with a shoulder line. Then you're gonna notice these giant 22-inch rims wrapped in Continental rubber. You'll probably also notice the black brake calipers. These are giant carbon ceramic braking, and we're gonna test them out on the road right now. Hold on, I'm playing you through the Urus.
Can you hear me?
Oh wow, yep. What's up, man?
Hey, what's going on? So where you at? You still need some assistance?
Yeah, man, we could totally use your help. We're pretty close by to the Fontainebleau Hotel. Are you there now?
Yeah, that's over.
Cool.
Diamonds so pale, and I don't wanna take you traveling the world. I can love you. Yeah, I'm gonna love you.
Now we got Mr. Exotics to talk about just how popular this is versus the other Lamborghini models. Do you see most of your clients taking this one or the Aventador? What do you think is more popular?
I think it all depends on the amount of people that you have with you. So like if you're coming down to Miami and you're with one of your friends, you know, it all depends on what you're doing. You can only bring that one person in the car, but if you're with a group of your friends, now you can bring everybody. Because a lot of people come down here and they're like, oh, you know, I want the most impressive car. Well, it's like, yeah, you can have the most impressive car, but it's usually a two-seater. So, you know, you go out with a friend of yours and you want to, if you're a guy, most of the time, every guy comes up to the booth. Hey, what car can I get the most girls with? And it's just like, well, what do you mean by the most girls? You can only fit one in the Huracan or one in the Aventador, but you can fit 4 in the Urus. Right now, Miami is under full construction, so this is why you would get a Urus. Look at this. Look at this pothole haven, you know? So a Urus is good for like things like this.
The suspension's pretty nice though. Like you don't notice any of these potholes, but you know, in the Aventador, I feel like I'd have to stop, take the lift up, go over something, put it back down.
Yeah, the cool part is you got a bunch of different driving modes over here, so like you can literally customize your own for how you're driving or the roads that you're driving on. I like Corsa in this car because you can be an automatic and you're in Corsa. Most of the Lamborghinis, you have to use your paddle shifters in Corsa, so it's fun when you want to do that. But sometimes if you just want to be like lazy and let the car do all the work, you're in sport, but it's cool to be able to be in Corsa in this car. I hope in the next couple cars they do the same thing where they just make the race mode automatic. I don't know, you know, it's cool to have the option. Like, hey, like I feel like actually racing myself, or I feel like letting the computer do all the work because the computer's on point.
Right now, we're inside a computer program.
It's just as loud as any other Lamborghini, especially when you're putting it in the. There we go. You can hear
Yeah,
it.
dude, the cracks and the pops from the when you're in Corsa. Oh my God. Do you mind? Do you mind?
Of course. Do I mind? That's why I should have put it on at first. Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God.
And that's what I'm talking about with the automatic. So like all that crackle and popping, you're not doing anything but pressing your foot on the gas.
That's it.
And in Corsa, with a lot of the other cars, you have to shift and you have to do that yourself. So to be able to let the car do it is nice because it attracts attention, it feels good, it sounds good. And especially when you're paying this much money for a car, you know? I want ventilated seats in
Yeah.
in Miami.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want all the bells and whistles and all the luxury features that most of these other cars have. Even though I'm in a race car, I don't want to feel like I'm in a race car. I want to feel like I'm in a luxury car, but at the same time, I can go fast when I want to.
I want the best of all.
Yes.
Yeah.
The sunroof is cool. I don't think I know any other Lambo with a sunroof, so that's a cool feature.
Does the S Roadster count or no?
Yeah, you're right.
You know, when I was watching reviews and other people reviewing this car, they complained about the Enema shifter because if you want to go back to Strada, you have to click so many times, but if you just hold it, it goes straight back.
That's cool.
Did you know that?
I did not know that, because you want to know what? I complained about the same thing.
Yeah.
I was like, why does this do this? Because all the other ones, you can go up and down in whatever order you want.
This is just down.
And just to go down, it's kind of...
But holding it goes straight back.
Oh, that's clutch.
Yeah.
I like that.
In the beginning, Lamborghini actually produced tractors. And this is not the first truck they've ever tried to produce. The LM1 and the Cheetah, which were foundational building blocks, led to the LM2. This vehicle was originally meant for military use. And all of that engineering and development has led to a moment like this today. The Urus is an incredible vehicle. And all of this progress has led to a sound like this. Now let's take a look at the driving modes and tell you exactly how it feels to drive a beast like this. Now what we're gonna do is break down this driving cluster here. For someone who hasn't driven a Lamborghini before, this can be a little overwhelming, but it's a lot easier than you think. So the first thing we're gonna do is show you how to put the car in park, which is just pressing the P button right here one time. Then you'll see the letter P is displayed up top. That's how you know you're in park. And then you'll pull up on the parking brake. Once this red light is on, it means the parking brake is engaged. So then, to move the car back into drive, you'll click one of the two paddle shifters on the steering wheel, and then you're gonna turn your attention to the Anima. Anima is Italian for soul, and this actually speaks to the driving mode and really does tell you what the car is like, what driving mode it's in, and how it's gonna perform. So first you're gonna see Strada is the most comfortable. How you're going to turn the car on, it'll start in Strada straight off the bat, and when you're ready to move into sport, you'll click the Anima down one time. So then, if you want to go back to Strada, all you have to do is hold the Anima down. It'll click straight back to the top. There's no clicking back up, so you don't have to click so many times to get back to Strada. If you're in Sport or Corsa and you want to jump back quickly, all you do is hold it. So, Strada Sport is when the power suspension, steering, and suspension have all been adjusted to be a little more aggressive, and then right under that is Corsa. Corsa is Italian for course, so it's literally like driving on a track. Essentially, this is your track mode, and this is where you're gonna hear some really crazy exhaust pops and crackles. You're gonna have really aggressive suspension and steering and powertrain, and this is the unleashed version of the Urus, so the most fun to drive. Under that is Nieve, which is not something we need to use in Miami, Florida. However, this is Italian for snow. So this is driving in a safer sort of manner where your traction control will engage sooner and your throttle response is slightly more delayed, just to make sure that you never have any wheel spin. So those are all of the driving modes for the Urus, but then directly on the other side of the cluster, you have Ego mode. When you engage Ego mode, this is your own custom driving mode. So you'll have these three buttons here, and this is how you can adjust the powertrain, the steering, and the suspension. So you can get it exactly how you want. So the Aventador is a naturally aspirated V12 engine, and the Huracan is a naturally aspirated V10. This is a twin-turbo V8 that produces 641 horsepower and kicks out 621 pound-feet of torque. This engine is incredible, and it feels as light as a sports car with all the utility of an SUV. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is test out the exhaust system in the different driving modes. But before we rev it, don't forget to give us a thumbs up on this video. Okay guys, this completes our review of the Lamborghini Urus. This vehicle is incredible, and today I was super impressed with the power and the torque that you can feel behind the wheel of this thing. Lamborghini's come a long way since the LM2. This is truly a super SUV in a category all of its own. This really has nothing on the Bentayga. It's a totally different car from the Cayenne. This is something truly special. And if you're ever in South Florida, reach out to MPH Club to try it out for yourself. If you like these videos, please give us a thumbs up and comment down below which review video you want to see next. Thanks again, and see you in the next video.